defensive player of the year, sixth man rookie of the year. So first will be MVP. Scruff, who you got?
I got well, I'll just start with saying that they got Luca listed as the favorite to win the award, and I think that there's like literally like less than 10% chance that that's going to happen. Um, I think that I think the award winner played tonight. I think that Kevin Durant's going to make a run at the award. I think people are sleeping on Kevin Durant. If you're into betting, I would take the Kevin Durant bet on the MVP. It's like a plus 1,200 or something like that. Go cash in on that. Throw a quick little dub spot on that. I like KD. People forget that KD is one of the best players in the league. To win the MVP, man, the thing with Luka Doncic win the MVP, it's not going to happen because he's not going to be the best team in the West. All right, he's not going to be a better record than the Lakers. That's not going to happen. So he's out, in my opinion. He's going to have a great season, yeah. And then the question is going to be Giannis again, maybe. But I think the Nets are going to be the best team in the East this year. And I think KD is going to be the best player on the Nets. And I think that he's going to be. I think he's going to be just as dominant in a sense as Giannis. I think it's going to be very interesting. I think he's looked very calm, cool, and assassin-like tonight. And I like what I saw from Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant's my pick for MVP. Yeah, I'm going with that.
I like that, man. I like that. I think that's a good dark horse pick too. I think with KD, it's all about health at this point, right? That's all it's going to come down to. He's clearly still ready to dominate. T, who you got, man?
Honestly, man, I haven't gave it a whole lot of thought on MVP. I like the KD idea. I like Luca. I don't have a guy right now. Just to be honest with you, I don't have a guy. I'm sorry.
I feel it. It might be one of those dark horse years, man, where somebody that's unexpected, ends up running with the award. Rome, who you going with?
Hey, man, I gotta agree with Scruff, man. Like I had KD. I think he's gonna be out for blood this year. Like you said too, Bryce. If he stays healthy, I don't know. He might end up running away with it. Really, like if he stays healthy, that's really gonna be the biggest question mark to it. And I can't think. It's kind of a muddled field. You know what I'm saying? Like once you go after KD, there's some guys that you can start naming. But if I'm picking with my heart, I'm definitely picking Kevin Durant.
Yeah. I think you guys make a compelling argument for KD too, man. He's gonna have a lot more load on his shoulder, just considering the way I think they're gonna operate in New Jersey, right? I think it's gonna be a 50-50 split with how they have the ball. Obviously the Warriors, when they were at their peak, they were all about moving the ball. There's gonna be a lot more ISO basketball in Brooklyn. I think that suits KD well. I think it comes down to Kevin Durant or LeBron James. And I really do think LeBron is salty about not winning it last season. I think he's very salty about that coming in this year. So I think he's going to go hard. A dark horse candidate, man, who won it a couple years ago. And, he's in a perfect position to really make some noise. My guy, Russell Westbrook. A lot of people sleeping on I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but if you got $20 and you want to throw it on somebody, this is not a bad chance and bad risk to take. I mean, the East is always a team always emerges from the East that we didn't expect year after year after year. I mean, you show me the top 8 in the East every year, I'll show you a team that we didn't expect at the beginning of the season. And this year, Russ's slogan is "Why not?" So hey, why not? Why not the Wizards? Why not Russ going crazy with a triple-double season again? That's enough for MVP. So let's keep it pushing, man. Defensive Player of the Year. This is a tough one to gauge. Scruff, I think I know who you might be going with, man. Who you got?
Honestly, Ben Simmons is in the conversation, but I'm going to go with personally. I would go with a guy like Marcus Smart. I think he's due for a Defensive Player of the Year award. I think he's in the conversation every year. I think he gets snubbed. I think he's a first-team defensive kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that gets up in you. I think this year with the Celtics, I think it's going to be on display again. I think he's going to be in the conversation. I think it just really it can go anyway. But I like Marcus Smart, Ben Simmons. Those are two names I throw out there.
Yeah, man. It would be interesting to see a guard get the award. I can't remember the last time a guard got the award, or I can't remember off the top of my head.
Marcus Smart's the best perimeter. To me, he's the best defensive guard in the league. He really gets into you.
Yeah,
He
no,
plays
fact,
tough,
fact,
gritty defense. You know, if you got to pick any guard in the league, as you'd say, is like a guy that's like, all right, you want him going against your best player. I think Marcus Smart is that guy, and he's just the energy guy. Just he really owns it. And he really just doesn't do anything. Not say he doesn't do anything else, but he really doesn't care about his stats.
No,
He's
it's
just a
facts.
defense guy.
Yeah. He's one of the best defenders in the league, no doubt, no doubt. T, who you got, man? Rookie of the year. I'm sorry, defensive player of the year. My bad.
You already say that's a curveball. Defense player of the year. I'm going to be a homer this time because I don't think he can get MVP 3 times in a row, but I do think he can do defensive player again. And I'm gonna go with Giannis. I think he'll just put up the numbers. I'm not sure who can stop him. Who can keep him off the boards? Who can stop him from blocking shots? You know what I'm saying? I think he'll. Without a jumper, you can still be a defensive presence. And honestly, if you can't shoot, that's what you should do. Affect the game in other ways. So I'm going with Giannis again.
Man, that's a good pick. That's a good pick, man. I didn't even think about Giannis, but Giannis can do it all, and he's definitely a menace on the defensive side. Rome, who you got, bro?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I really wanted to say Giannis. I really did, but then T just said it. So I kind of want to disagree with T just for the sake of argument. So I'm gonna go with Anthony Davis.
Oh, okay.
And this is off the cuff. So like I like Giannis's chances, but I really like Anthony Davis out in LA, man. Like I feel like without him, the Lakers aren't really gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron's not gonna carry them. So what Anthony Davis does on the defensive side of the ball to allow LeBron, a little bit of rest, I think that's paramount, and I think he should get the award for that. Because really, it's like a trickle effect. You know what I'm saying? It really makes a huge difference on both sides of the ball.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I think Anthony Davis is due for some recognition outside of just that championship. I mean, the championship is huge, but everyone's calling that LeBron's team. I watched the opening ceremony. Snoop was on there like, LeBron, win another one. Like, they forgetting about Anthony Davis's contribution. You know what I mean? That was as much Anthony Davis's chip as it was LeBron's. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, I mean, Anthony Davis was the only other reason they won that chip. If you had to pick 2 reasons, this is LeBron and AD. So I think he's due. But I'm going with my guy. He had a layoff last season, but my guy Rudy G, man, Rudy Gobert just got the big deal. I know he's gonna be strapping this season. I know, like he seems like the type that earned that contract is gonna want to play for it. So I got Rudy Gobert. I thought he was gonna win the third. I had a chance to win the third straight getting the last year. He didn't get it done. I think he comes back. He just gets so many blocks, man. Dominates the paint. I got Rudy G taking it.
I'm not betting on no Frenchman. Matter of fact, if my recollection serves me, isn't he the first guy that got the COVID?
That was my first thought.
He might be the first guy in anywhere. He might have. I don't know, bro. I don't know how Rudy G popped up.
He's the first black person that got the COVID. Did he even get his superpowers?
Debatable.
Nah.
He might have, man. He might have. He already got his. Matter of fact, stretch.
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta give him defensive player. You gotta give him defensive player of the year, man. He shut the whole league down.
Right.
He put everybody in a bubble.
All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, man. 6th man of the year. It's a tough one. This is a tough one right here. Do y'all know how well do y'all know the game, man? Scruff, 6th man of the year. Who you got, bro?
I got a new competitor, new blood in the name of 6th man. Because if y'all know 6th man, you know that the 6th man of the year it's been the Lou Williams Award is what they should call it. That's my guy, Lou Williams, man. I remember Lou Williams, a little flash. I remember Lou Williams when he was a rookie in the league. He came out South Gwinnett High School, was a 2nd round pick by the Philadelphia 76ers. And he didn't get any playing time, man. He used to give away his headband in the game, and headband didn't have no sweat on it, man. He came a long way, man. And that's one thing I know about Lou Williams is he had a lot of time to craft his game. And a very similar player that I see on the come up is Shake Milton. Shake Milton reminds me a lot of young Lou Williams when he was in Philly. He was crafting his game up. He played a little time in the G League. If you don't know about Shake Milton, he went to SMU. He played under Larry Brown at SMU. He's recruited by Larry, coached by Larry. Came in the league, put up big numbers in the G League, like 18 points a game, 8 rebounds. He was putting up, eight assists. He was putting up great numbers. He knows how to run an offense. Then he came out in the playoffs and put up had some pretty big games. He was a big performer for Philly, a big time shooter down the stretch for them. Doc Rivers should remember him. He put up a career high against Doc Rivers. Now Doc Rivers has a chance to coach him. I think Shake Milton is going to be a guy that you can look out for coming off the bench, averaging maybe 16, 17 points a game off the bench. I see him as the primary facilitator off the bench, other than obviously Ben Simmons being the starter, but he's more of a natural guard, in terms of his body type. I think Shake Milton's going to be a big key for the 76ers. I think he's going to be filling into a Lou Williams role. He may not be a starter, but he will be a finisher for them down the stretch. Shake Milton is my outside pick there for for Sixth Man of the Year.
Wow. Shake Milton, if he averages 17 points, I would be very surprised. But I think it's doable. Maybe, if you go by how he looks in summer league, it's doable. But summer league is summer league. But yeah, keep it pushing, man. T, who you got?
Not Shake Milton.
Yeah, dark horse for real.
You know what I'm saying? I like Shake, man. 6'5" with a 7-foot wingspan, man. You can't beat that. I like Shake. That's if that comes true, bro, you the man for picking that. I know you know your basketball, so it's a good chance it's going to happen because I trust what you say. But I got one for you, and it's a new guy. Well, he's not new, right? He's from Michigan, 2015-ish, but Karis LeVert playing behind Kyrie and Dinwiddie, the spark off the bench, and that's what Lou Will has been, right? He's always been a scorer off the bench. I guess coming out of college, we didn't think of Karis LeVert as a scorer, but he averaged 16 on only 10 shots a game. He's going to average about 15, 16 shots a game this season. And he's going to average around 18, 20. If he can stay around that 19, 20, as a six man, I think he's a shoe-in, especially with that team being a dominant team in the East. They're going to go far, and you're going to see his name. Those are going to be primetime games. He's going to get a fan base. Someone might even buy this guy's jersey. So that's my six-man pick. As they say on Twitter, favorite this tweet, man. You can bet on that one.
That's a strong pick, bro. Very strong pick. So strong that I think he might play his way out of being in that running. He might end up being in that starting lineup before it's all said and done. Karis LeVert is a baller, man, no question. Ron, who you rolling with, man?
All right, the person I'm rolling with is not based off who I think is going to win the award. It's who I would like to see win this award, and that man is Derrick Rose. We've all followed Derrick's career. You know what I'm saying? He was a superstar at one point. The injury set him back. We're talking about guys that can average, 17, 18 points. I believe he still got that in him. He has the last few seasons. So if he can, you know what I'm saying, stay healthy, give that spark off the bench, I would absolutely love to see him win this award. It's probably an uphill battle for him, but I was a big Derrick Rose guy back in the day, and I would love to see him continue to flourish in his later years in his career.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about choosing him myself, man, with Killian Hayes coming in, taking that starting job. D-Rose definitely going to get a lot of time, man. He's definitely going to get a lot of playing time. And I think that bodes well whenever you're trying to win the Sixth Man of the Year. But I'm rolling with a familiar face in that award. I think Lou Williams takes another one. I believe Lou Williams will go down as the greatest sixth man in the history of the NBA when it's all said and done. And I do wonder if it's enough, if it's going to be enough to possibly have a Hall of Fame resume. I mean, when we look at it at the end of the day, Lou Williams is going to have a ton of points. He's honestly, if you're just talking about scoring, he's one of the best scorers in the game right now. The dude comes off the bench and literally heats it up in a moment's notice and will leave with 30 points, 40 points any given night. Yeah, I'm rolling with Lou Williams, man. Like I said, I mean, it would be a long shot for him to make the Hall of Fame. Of course, I'm not really championing that, but I do think if you are the greatest sixth man in the history of the NBA, you deserve some sort of recognition for that. Shout out to Lou Williams. I think he grabbed another one this season. So
I'll write a speech for him to get into the Hall of Fame. I'll give my my Hall of Fame speech for Lou Williams. I got a case for the guy, but not today.
Yeah, he's just a consistent scorer, man.